Hi guys, this is Thunder E for Board Gamers, and welcome to our full first hardware review. And this is for the Plantronics rig gaming headset. This is the rig that comes with a mixer that allows you to switch between two audio sources at the same time. Now the rig, of course, works with the Xbox 360, PS3, mobile, PC, and Mac, so you can use it with almost any piece of hardware you have. This will also work for the PS4. And I've been told by Plantronics that it will eventually work for the Xbox One. They just need to do an update come next year when Microsoft lets them do that. So here's the rig, and this is the packaging. You can see here you can answer phone calls with this. You can control video game chat and also stream music. This is actually the white colored version of the rig. You can see it here in the packaging. So we're going to unbox this, and also we're going to show you the setup, and we'll definitely do our full review. So this is not just going to be done in one take or one day. So those of you who say, well, you can't do an unboxing all at once and a review, that will not be the case here. So let's go ahead and open this up and pull this out of the packaging. Now the rig retails for $129, and this is a pretty cool piece of hardware. So let's go ahead and take it out of the packaging here that we have. Now the one thing I will mention is that some of Plantronics packaging can be a little snug altogether, so we'll take all this out. So here is our mic. We have some stuff here in the package. Take out our headset if we can, and the rig itself, the mixer. All right, so that's one thing Plantronics needs to change, is the packaging for this. So here are a couple of things we do have here. We do have our connectors for our Xbox, PS3, all packaged here in this nice little pouch, which of course allows us to connect it to the back of our PS3 and our Xbox One. You also have a separate cable you can use for mobile control here. So you do have a call answer button. You do have, of course, a lock slider. You can use it to answer mobile calls, and these are also Tangle free cables. And of course, you do have your Xbox 360 chat cable here. Now the other mic piece here, which is the standard one used for gaming, this is a rubberized mic that you can bend. Does attach to the left ear cup here. You can see you can actually just plug that in and use. Now the ear cups do lay out flat, so you can actually rest them on your neck out that way, and do have nice cloth soft padding around them. It's retractable. There's also some padding on the very top of the headphones. I do like the white color. It actually gives a nice different offsetting balance to the black padding on the very top. Now the mixer is where most of the awesomeness happens with the Plantronics rig here. So what the mixer actually does is allow you to take two audio sources, aka your game or PC, and of course your mobile phone. You do have a master volume here on top, and then you have individual volumes for each audio source. So you have a volume control here for your smartphone, and you have volume here also for your PC gaming or Xbox 360, PS3, and so on and so forth. To answer calls, you do have call answer button here on the left. You have a mute button in the center, and you've got EQs, which you can change to 3 EQ settings with Dolby Digital. Now at the back here, you do have a two lightning ports. So basically with the rig, what you have is a setup where you do have a lightning port straight from your headphone jack directly to this, if you're using, say, the PS3 or on your PC. Now if you're using on the Xbox One, you use, of course, the Xbox 360. You use the Xbox 360 chat cable plug in there, and then you can always have your music playing or connected, or your MP3 player altogether. Now it's got a very long cable. I believe this is about a 10-foot cable, so you can actually connect this away to your Xbox 360 or your PS3, wherever your gaming console is. So that gives you enough distance to have this away from your console and of course control your volume. So let's set this up, show you how to set it up on the Xbox 360, and we'll give you a sound test, and then we'll definitely wrap up this review. So giving you guys a quick sound sample of the Plantronics rig, I do have actually TV play in the background and a few other things, and you can't hear it because it does have noise cancellation mics. So that really does a good job in clearing out the sound around you, so you get a good gaming experience where you can talk to someone, where if you're talking on the phone, they can hear you clearly. If you're gaming, your chat is also quite clear and audible, which is something that's very nice. And I think they've done a very good job with the Plantronics rig here. So let's take a look at some of the Xbox 360 connections and round this up. Let's take a look at the setup of the Plantronics rig with the mixer with the Xbox 360. So there are a couple of things you need now. Here are your Plantronic rig headphones, and of course that is connected directly to the main headphone port here on the mixer. And then you do have to use the separate lightning cable, chat cable, directly from the mixer again. So there are two ports. One's a 3.5, and then one's the small port that goes directly to your Xbox 360 controller here. So you have that. Now with the PS3, you won't need the extra cable. And then on the other side, I have a cable connected to my MP3 player, so just in case I want to listen to music at that point. And then now the main cable that comes out of the mixer, this double-layered cable, it splits off and it has a USB port, and of course it does have this other 3.5mm port. So now the USB port goes to the back of your Xbox 360, and then you take the multi-AV cable that comes with your 360 and the adapter, connect that to the 3.5 ports, and then connect the adapter to the multi-AV cable and plug that to the proprietary port at the back of your 360. So what this allows you to do is have two audio sources coming at the same time, and you can actually mix those. So you can actually listen to your game chat while listening to music. So you can hear the music there, and music is always on the left hand side where it's lit up blue. You can switch that to game and still have that music in the background, but you can also just mix them in. So your music from your MP3 player or your smartphone plays like background music for your game, and if you want to listen to something else other than the soundtrack from the game, you can do that. But also you can control the chat volume here directly for your game, whatever game you're playing. And of course this is your master volume control that reduces or increases the general volume here for what you're listening to. Plus you've got the EQs, or if you have a phone call coming in, you can answer that phone call, and that actually will take control of all the volume aspects on your mixer. So you can actually answer your phone call while everything drops down from your game volume, and of course your music on your smartphone will actually pause, or the volume there will reduce depending on what smartphone you have. So that's how the mixer works, and it's really a solid headphone to use because it allows you to do two things at once. So especially in my case, since I am always editing video, I can have this connected and I can answer phone calls directly while editing video with my headset on. Or even if I'm gaming, I know that I'm not going to miss a call because the call will come through since I have the mixers linked in, and I can still talk to someone on the phone while I'm playing a game. I have no issues with that, and it works out very well. Now in terms of sound quality, you've got some very good sound with the sound reproduction is smooth on the headphones. The bass is not as high as I would expect, but it's still quite solid. You also do have the EQ settings, which actually do a lot to help change the sound environment for you. It's got good mids. The highs are very good. Things don't crack out, or especially when you hit you listen to songs with high notes or things like that. So your volume overall on this is actually solid because you do have two volume settings, so to speak. So you do have the master volume, you also have your individual volume, or at least chat volume, especially for gaming, and then you can also switch volumes, of course, internally with your smartphone if that's also a separate device you have connected to your mixer. So overall, this is a solid headset. I think most gamers will like this, especially if you want to stay connected at least, or you want to listen to something else other than what's in the game. And I think you definitely will enjoy using the mixers. Again, they retail for 129. The only downside is just the cumbersome nature with the wires, setting them up. But once you do have them set up, it's quite easy to use. With a PS3, you do have to go into the settings for the PS3 to make some changes. So I suggest you refer back to the manual here, and it does tell you to go into your settings, audio accessories, audio settings, and change the input to select the rig itself. But if you if you're lost, this is quite helpful, and it helps you gauge what you have to do to set up your Plantronics rig. So if you guys have any questions or any comments about the rig, let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. It's all Border Work with two O's. Also, subscribe to Board Gamers, this channel. Like this video, share this video, and make this a favorite video of yours so we can make more videos for you. So this is Thunder E saying thank you. And remember, gaming is your entertainment.